Yo, what is going on, guys? Bit of a late one tonight. I did take my trade and just chill out for a little bit. But I'm just about to go to sleep now and just want to get my trade recap for tonight. So tonight is, well, the trade was taken on 1st of December. So happy December to everyone out there. It is Christmas timing and things like that. And, everyone is kind of, who doesn't love December? Everyone's off school. Breaks are coming up for people that are working and things like that. So uh, yeah, it will be interesting to see how this month's kind of price action will be. This will be a good kind of reset for me as well. Last month wasn't really a good month for me. Had trouble with my psychology and things like that. So this month is more working on me and the trade that I take and making sure that I'm sticking to that one trade a day rule, no matter what setup comes after or what next or nothing or like anything like that. Making sure that it is one trade a day. Um, and yeah, let's jump right into it. So, high time frame bias was depending on whether we hold this 1 hour fair value gap or not. Because as you can see that we swept some liquidity to the downside, but we also had on that move down, we also had a 1 hour fair value gap which was created. So it's either price comes back up here and retrace down even further to take out these lows, or we break straight through it, we get a nice retest, and I'll draw it out for you guys. So after we take out these this low here, it's either this, which is kind of what's happening now, right? We get that push back up to these highs, or we got we get something like this where we swept external liquidity. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Well, we swept external liquidity, made a low, come in to fill this fair value gap here. We get a sweep on a lower time frame, and then we come out to take these lows. So either way, that's what my bias was. It will sit on how we reacted from this 1 hour fair value gap because liquidity was swept before market session even opened. So it was kind of interesting. Like I definitely wanted to see some form of like where does price want to go in terms of whether we disrespect this fair value gap or not. So yeah, that was a trade in terms of my bias set, right? So it was just honestly it was just depending on this fair value gap whether we hold it or we don't. So because in a high time frame imbalance we either displace from it or we don't. So yeah, coming into market opening, as you can see, that Asia session took out these lows that I was talking about here. We get a retracement up, I'm thinking that we might flip. Sorry, we might flip this 1 hour fair value gap to make it an inverse. But what we ended up doing was taking out hourly highs, which are up here, closed within this 1 hour fair value gap, and we get a little displacement from it. And then when London session opens, as you can see, that we get a nice push down. We take out some 5-minute lows and we get a nice retracement up. But by the time this is happening, I'm already bearish just because we are still holding within this 1 hour fair value gap here. So yeah, I was looking for kind of bearish confirmations, but again, I was willing to try for buys again if we invalidate kind of these fair value gaps here, which was created on the move down. So it's kind of like the first presented fair value gap. So if we break past that and we get a nice closure above, it would have been a retest to continuation. So yeah, I was also looking for something like that, but ideally I was favoring shorts just because we were still within that 1 hour Fair Valley gap there. And if that did happen, where we broke above this 5 minute Fair Valley gap, it's kind of risky just because the 1 hour candle hasn't closed yet, so we could easily get some nice displacement back down to the downside. So, and we still hold within this Fair Valley gap, even though we respect it. Like, does that kind of make sense for you guys? Because that 1 hour candle does mean something, especially where it closes as well. So, yeah, today I did take shorts. Trying to zoom in so it's not too messy, but again, pre-market took out these hourly highs. We get a nice displacement. We still hold within this 1 hour Fair Valley gap here. And on that move down, we created a 5 minute Fair Valley gap, as well as we inversed this 5 minute bullish Fair Valley gap here. So not only did we get that nice displacement down, we created a Fair Valley gap, as well as flipping this bullish Fair Valley gap into a 5 minute inverse. So those are kind of the main POIs I was looking for, just because it was the only POI that was made on this move down. So pretty much I was just looking for a retracement up. Luckily, price did not come down and take out Asia low straight away, as we had a low here. We had a 5 minute low here. We took this out, and it was enough to push price back up to get a retracement, which was in premium to go short. So again, we had confluences of a 5 minute inverse, 5 minute Fair Valley gap, took out hourly highs, and we're in a 1 hour Fair Valley gap still. We're still holding that, respecting that area. So, I've got confluences for all shorts. We tap into that 5 minute POI, which confluence again. We take out hourly highs. We get a nice displacement, confluence 1, confluence 2. When sweeping these hourly highs, we inversed a 5 minute bullish gap. So it's confluence 2. Confluence 3 was that on that move down. When we inverse this 5 minute bullish gap, we also created a 5 minute bearish gap as well. And then confluence 4, it being within a premium. So from this high to this low down here, it being in a premium to go short. So 4 confluences kind of lined up there. So in terms of entry, I was kind of looking for some form of sweep, because I realized that a sweep with a with an inverse kind of helps the trade go in a direction that with momentum, if that kind of makes sense. So yeah, drawing it out for you guys. Again, we tapped. We made some moves up after taking these 5 minute lows down here. We made some moves up. I was looking to see whether we respect this 5 minute Fair Valley gap or not. Oh no, not this 5 minute, this 1 minute Fair Valley gap. And what we ended up doing was that we respected it, as well as tapped into this Fair Valley gap here. And we get a sweep, right? We get a sweep, which was right here. We get a nice V-shaped recovery here, and we inverse this kind of structure. So from these lows to these highs, and that structure created one minute Fair Valley gap, which was this one here. And as you can see, that price tried to hold from this area, but we bearish sellers was kind of taken over here. So I was just waiting for this gap to be flipped, to be honest, because we got that sweep and we got a nice recovery out of it. And that's exactly what we got, right? So we see that we try to get some bullish pressure from this 1 minute gap here. And yeah, sellers just took control. and just before the candle close, I managed to get a kind of a good entry, kind of saved me a couple pips. But again, we get a nice closure below, stopped against these highs, and just targeting the weak structure below. Again, it's one of those trades where sometimes we respect the Asia low and we reverse. But today was a day where we took Asia lows and we reversed from there. So again, yeah, I just targeted the previous structure low because it's an easy draw, honestly. So and it was a 1 to 2 as well. So overall, not a bad trade, very easy trade. Again, I did go BE at this level here just in case we take out these lows, tap into this fair value gap, this first presented fair value gap, and we reverse from there. But again, we get a relief, small relief push up here on this candle up here, and we just sellers just try full takeover again on that little sell side, targeting that sell side liquidity there. So yeah, overall good trade today. Good day to start off the month. Try to keep my psychology in check while trading, taking one trade a day, and losing days will happen. It's all part of the game. But again, my main goal this month is just to work on my psychology, taking trades and taking them using risk manage and to follow my plan as always. So yeah, I better get some sleep, guys. I got work in a couple next 7-8 hours, but yeah, I want to get some decent sleep. I just wanted to check in and give my trade recap for today. There was no video on Friday just because there was no setup that occurred from 9 to 11, so I did not trade at all. I was looking though, but again, the setups that I wanted to happen happened after that kind of macro time frame within that 2 hours. So I decided to not trade, which again followed my plan there. So yeah, and I get to enjoy that Friday with my girl as well. So yeah, there was no video on Friday because there was no trade on Friday. Monday overall good day, solid trade. Yeah, we are slowly pushing through, and again, this month's goal is to work on my psychology, make sure that's straight, and yeah, we're slowly gonna make it, lads. Slowly gonna make it, but yeah, just want to wish you guys good night. God bless, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.